that clear? Who wants to volunteer? Yes, Mr. Lopez. Can you share anything you learned from the last discussion? Can you give at least one example of rule in subject-verb agreement? Very good. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. You may sit down. So, who among in this class can give an example of sentence following the rules in subject-verb agreement? Yes, Ms. Bahinting. What is the subject of the sentence? Correct. How about the verb in the sentence? Why do we use are as the verb of this sentence? Very good, Ms. Bahinting. Do you have any questions about our previous lesson? Is everything clear? Okay, since you don't have any questions, I have prepared 10 different pictures of people, animals, and things. I am going to present it one by one. All you have to do is to choose from the box that best describe the picture. The first student that will raise his or her hand will have a chance to answer. Those students that will be able to answer will be rewarded. Is my instructions clear? Do you have a question? Okay, let us start now. How do you describe the picture, Miss Torres? Correct. Let us proceed to another one. How do you describe it, Miss Elnar? You're right. How about this one? Yes, Mr. Rayos. That's right. It's beautiful. How about the next one? What do you think, Miss Castillo? Yes, you're right. Let us now proceed to the next one. What are your thoughts, Miss Ansuli? Very good. How about the next one? Yes, Mr. Kasapaw? That is correct, Mr. Kasapaw. How about this one? What is your answer, Miss Makatangay? Aha, do you find him handsome, class? Just kidding. You're correct, Miss Makatangay. How about the other one? What do you think, Mr. Castro? Correct. We only have 2 pictures left. Let us see the other one. What do you think is this, Mr. Maranan? Correct. Let us proceed to the last one. What do you think is the last one, Mr. Moreno? Correct, Mr. Moreno. Class, those words that are mentioned earlier is related to our topic this morning, which is the degree of comparison of adjective. For us to be properly directed in discussing our topic, let us first read the objectives of the lesson. An adjective. Yes, Mr. Bautista. Very good. What else? Yes, Miss De La Cruz. Very good. Correct. All the answer of your classmates are correct. An adjective is the word that is used to describe or modifies the noun or the pronouns. It is the words that limit, changes, or alters the meaning of another word. Therefore, an adjective limits, changes, or alters the meaning of a noun or pronoun. Adjectives are sometimes hard to find. A good trick to remember is that they are almost always placed next to the nouns that they modify. Let us try these examples. Everybody, please read. Looking at the sentences, what do you think is the adjective used in number 1? Yes, Mr. Villestas. Correct. How about in number 2? Remember, adjectives modifies the noun. Yes, Miss Garing. How about in the third example? What word was used to describe the pronoun? Yes, Miss Barion. Very good. Is everything clear, class? Am I too fast? Is there any question need to elaborate? Since everyone understands what adjective is, we will now proceed to our main topic, which is the degree of comparison of adjectives. Class, are you ready? An adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with one another. This process is called the degree of comparison of an adjective. There are 3 degrees of comparison: the positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degree. The positive degree is used to refer to one object, person, or place without making any comparison. An example of it is Leia has a small box. Small is our adjective here. Another example is Joseph owned a big apartment. The adjective used is big. While the comparative degree refers to a greater degree of adjective as compared to the positive degree. It is used to compare 2 objects, people, or places. Let us take the examples from the positive degree for you to understand its differences. Jessica has a smaller box than Anna. The adjectives small become smaller because we compared 2 objects. You can also notice the word than, which is always used when we are making a comparative degree. Do you class understand? Let us try the other one. Jasmine owned a bigger apartment than Joseph. From the word big, it changed the bigger as we compared Jasmine's apartment to Joseph's. Following the rule that the positive word, which is the big, contains only 1 syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant, so we have to double the ending consonant and then add er. That is why the big became bigger. Let us now proceed to the last degree, the superlative degree. It refers to the greatest degree of adjective and used to compare more than 2 objects, people, or places. Remember the word more than 2, meaning to say if there are 3 or more things, people, places, or events involved, we have to use the superlative degree. Let us take the previous examples. Rain has the smallest box among the two. Same with what was stated in the comparative degree. If the positive word ended in a consonant, we have to add ER. But in superlative degree, we have to add EST. That's why the smaller becomes smallest. Always remember, add ER when it is comparative degree and EST when it is in superlative degree. Are we clear about the superlative degree, class? How about the adjective in the other example? What do you think will be the superlative degree of the bigger? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Rio Florido. Very good. Moving on, we also need to add ER and EST to most one or two syllable words that end in consonant. ER in comparative degree and EST in superlative degree. Let us take these examples. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Warm, warmer, warmest. Narrow, narrower, narrowest. Cold, colder, coldest. Do you understand? Next, and when the positive ends in E, we only add R to the adjective if it is comparative degree and ST if it is superlative degree. Late, later, latest. Wide, wider, widest. Fierce, fiercer, fiercest. Strange, stranger, strangest. Next, when the positive is long, for example, a word of two or more syllables like beautiful, we have to add more and most before the adjective to form comparative and superlative degrees. Let us take this way. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Another examples are difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Dangerous, more dangerous, most dangerous. Exciting, more exciting, most exciting. Are you following, class? Another thing, class, with the positive ends in consonant Y, we have to change the Y with I and add ER if it is in comparative degree and EST if it is in superlative degree. An example of E is happy, happier, happiest. Another examples are lucky, luckier, luckiest. Healthy, healthier, healthiest. Can you class follow? Okay. There are also some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and superlatives from their positives. They have irregular degrees of comparison, and those examples are the good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Far, further, farthest. Do you class understand the difference of those three? Do you have any question? If that's the case, let us go back to our activity earlier. What words do you think from those are on positive degree? Yes, Miss Gutierrez. Correct. How about in superlative degree? Yes, Mr. Ada. Very good, everyone. With those examples, who can give me the comparative degree and superlative degree of the word hat? Yes, Miss Bilias. Very good. How about the old? Yes, Mr. Galang. Correct. How about the positive and comparative degree of most handsome? Yes, Miss Hernandez. That's right. Is everything clear? Do you have any clarification about the 3 degrees of comparison of adjectives? If there's none, what are the 3 degrees used in comparing adjectives? Yes, Mr. Ball. Very good. Who can discuss those 3 and how do they differ from each other? Yes, Miss Alonso. Very well said, Miss Alonso. Are there any questions, clarifications? Okay. Let us have a group activity. We will be using the groupings we made last meeting. Each group will prepare 5 sentences using degrees of comparison, but those sentences should be related to the members of the group. Meaning to say, you have to compare one member from the other and present it to the whole class. For example, Angela and Michelle are in the same group and their height will be compared. They will step forward in front and the other member will read the sentence with comparative degree, like Angela is taller than Michelle. Do you class understand? Is there any question? Okay. You may go to your respective group, and I will be giving you 10 minutes to finish this study or this activity. Just clap 5 times if your group are already done. Okay? Class, are you done with your activity? Okay, you may start presenting your works. The group who finish last will present first, followed by the next one, up to the first one. Is that clear? Okay, present it now. Alright, each of you did a great job in our activity, so let us give everyone an excellent clap. I have prepared here several questions. I will call you randomly, and once you are called, you have to come here in front and pick a question from here. You have to answer this question in 1 minute. Okay, let us start now. May I call Miss Reyes? Please read your questions loud. You can give your answers before your time will finish. What is your answer, Miss Reyes? Correct. Let us now have Mr. Perez. Very good. Let us have another one. Mr. Castro. Correct. May I call now Miss Declaro? What's your answer? Correct. Next would be Mr. Abaca. Please state your answer. Lastly, let us call Mr. Corpus. What is your answer, Mr. Corpus? Are you sure? Correct. Very good, everyone. Now, for your assignment, copy this on your notebook. Miss Manong Song, Goodbye,